this video we're going to look at ions. So an ion talks about the charge of the thing. So we can either have a positively charged ion or we can have a negatively charged ion. The only way that we can get an ion is either to add electrons to a thing or take electrons from a thing. Remember, we can't change protons. If I change the protons, I just change the element, and that's something completely different. That doesn't necessarily change its charge. However, I can add or subtract electrons quite easily. If I add an electron, remember that an electron is this negative thing. So this is the thing that most people get confused about. I am adding an electron, but I'm adding a negative thing. So if I add negative charges, I get more negative. If I subtract a negative thing, I end up losing my negativity and I become more positive. So you can think of this as terms of like, if you're talking about negativity, if someone goes and has a chat with you and they dump all of their burdens on you, you basically absorb all of their negativity, they're going to feel better about themselves, hopefully, if you've done a good job. So they're going to feel more positive that they've gotten rid of all their negativity. Conversely, if you go and dump all of your negativity on someone, they then get bummed out and they feel really bad and they become more negative. They get depressed. So that's our ions. So we've got positive ions and negative ions. Rather than just say positive and negative, we decided that that was too easy. Let's add an extra element. And so we talk about cations and anions. So we've got a cation, which is our more positive thing. And if we get negative, we become an anion. So another way to think about this is, I like to think of the phrase that cats are positive, which helps you remember positive is positive, which is a cation. So cats are positive. An anion is basically like its own acronym. It's like a negative ion. So you think about it as like an ion. It's basically an acronym. An negative ion is an anion. And cats are positive. So that is your positive and negative charges, which are your ions.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.